Okay. Renee, can you hear me?
Sí, señor, se lo oigo.
Okay. Do you speak English? You need to unmute. Renee,
Sí, dígame.
do you speak English?
No, señor.
Okay, you're going to need an interpreter then.
Sí. Sí.
Okay, do you have one?
No, señor.
You need to get one if you want to participate.
Sí, señor. A ver. Ahora sí, dígame.
Are you getting an interpreter?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, your name?
My name is Nancy Lopez.
Nancy Lopez. And it is, just a minute, let me find the case. It is Renee Fierro, correct? Is your name Renee Fierro? Hello?
René Fierro, sí, señor. René Fierro.
Okay. Where is Sergio Magana? You're gonna have to keep unmuted. You know, you can't keep.
It's the internet. It's cutting off. It's
Okay.
not he's not muting.
Where's Sergio Magana?
He is right here as well.
Okay, Sergio Magana is present, okay.
Yes.
Sí.
Does he speak English?
No, he only speaks Spanish.
Okay. Okay, and then there's a third is, One second. Alma Leticia Romero, she present.
No, she
No.
is not present at the moment.
Why?
Se tuvo que ir.
She has a meeting.
So she decided she didn't want to come for the hearing.
Esperando.
She was waiting, but she had another meeting at the bank. So she left to that one. She was waiting since 9 a.m.
Yes, okay, so she decided she didn't want to appear at this hearing.
Que no quería estar en esta audiencia.
No, sí quería. Ella estuvo
Yes, she
esperando a las
wanted
9
to
como
be
nos
here
dijeron.
but she was here at 9 and
Estamos empezando 40 minutos
we've been
tarde.
waiting for the past 40 minutes and there's been nobody connecting. This is what
Right.
Rene Fierro is stating.
Right, but we have other hearings and sometimes they go over. So when you're scheduled for court, you're there until it ends. So again, so she made the decision when to go to the other meeting.
No hay otras audiencias, tiene que esperar hasta que le toque su turno.
No, nosotros nos dijeron a las 9 de la mañana y a las 9 estuvimos presentes.
He's stating that they advised them that it was going to be at 9 a.m. That's why they connected right at 9 a.m. because this is a business and they have a lot of pendings in the morning.
Nada más nadie nos dijo que podía haber una espera.
And nobody told them that there was a waiting.
We don't know if there's a waiting. I'm just saying the court could be 1 hour, it could be 5 hours. You don't know.
Dice que la corte puede ser de 1 hora hasta 5 horas.
Nadie nos dijo eso.
Yeah, nobody is indicated that to them. This is their first time having a court.
Okay, well, she's not participating at her choice, so we're going to proceed. If everybody please raise their right hand. Do you have
Okay.
video, Mr. Fierro?
¿Sí?
Yeah, he's on
Sí.
video and he's on his phone. Our computers don't have that capability here at the end.
There's no video coming through.
Yeah, because we
Let me
could see
see.
you.
Can you see yourself?
No, let me see. Hold on.
1 second.
¿Sí?
Aquí. A ver. Permíteme. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's on
Okay.
video.
Everybody would raise their right hand.
Sí,
You
señor.
swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Sí, señor.
Is that Mr. Magana behind you? Is that Mr. Magana?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Magana, you say yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, Mr.
Yes,
Is it, I'm sorry, I don't have the pleadings before. Is it your name, sir?
René Fierro.
Mr. Molina?
Sergio Magaña.
No, is it Victor Molina?
Yes,
Victor
sir.
Molina?
Yes.
Okay, you want to tell me what this is about?
Yes, I was driving down La Mera, I had the straightaway, and Mr. Magaña was coming out of, I believe, the car lot, and he failed to yield and he impacted me. So I called the cops, we did the report, he was failed, and Mr. Magaña at the time, he told me, well, if we could settle this, and they were gonna pay me, so I won't put the insurance in. So Mr. Magaña called his boss, which is Fierro, and he said he was gonna pay me. So I just made the report, and I continuous times I called Mr. Rene, and I even went to his location several times until he said that he wasn't gonna pay me no more. Because I sent him a quote for $4,500 that I got. He said the quote was too high. So I told him, you know what? Well, you get yourself a quote, and we'll go with your guy. And then he got a quote for, I believe, 12 or 1,400, which is that's not even the price. And at the end, he said that it was my fault, that I was the one that crashed into his employee, and that was the reason he didn't fix my bike.
Okay,
But the
yeah, what street?
report states that he was at fault. I had to straightaway down in Alameda. He was coming out of the car.
Okay,
Affected me. If you see the damage on my bike, it's on the right-hand side. And
you
the
have, there is photographs?
Yes, I sent the photographs. And the damage on the vehicle, it's in the front. So
Okay, you sent, just a minute, what, hold on. So you sent some photographs in?
Yes, I did.
Okay, 1 second, let me try to find them, 1 second.
And I sent a copy of the police report.
Okay, and who did they come from? They come from you?
Yes, I sent the photos.
Do you know when you sent them?
Give me, I don't recall that.
Rose Lewis, I know we saw him.
Remember the ones that were missing? Remember
No
the
problem.
Not Rose Lewis.
No, just go back and no.
No.
Just go back and
Yes, I sent them, but it was from my wife's email.
it's gonna be, it was last week that they sent them, we were supposed to see.
Alejandro Lujan, no?
No.
No. Picture, no. Next page. There's no.
Go back. See.
This one, maybe? Yes, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
You can see that?
Yes, I could see it in the back. That's a motorcycle.
Oh, you can see it on, okay. 1 second. Let me put these up. Okay, so, wait, where did okay, it's these two emails, these two, okay. So let me get to the email. No, I think go here, and if I just do this, I think,
I sent some pictures of injuries to myself, which it was scrapes and bruises, but I didn't make a big deal out of that because it's just scrapes and bruises.
just a minute, let me get this together before we, okay. Okay, this is the police report, is that right?
Yes, sir.
It has yours, unit 1, no. Sergio, what does it say, Molina? Is that your?
Magana.
Magana, Sergio Magana, okay. Is it, okay,
I believe.
Victor Molina, okay.
¿Qué es eso? No. ¿Qué es eso?
Ese es el reporte policial.
Mr. Molina, were you cited?
No.
He wasn't cited? Was he given a ticket?
Yes.
No están
What
las
was the
dos.
ticket for?
No insurance.
Any other tickets?
They cited me, but
They-
police officer cited me at the house.
I can only hear one at a time. You know, I can't hear two people talking. I asked Mr. Magana, was he cited?
Yes, he was cited for no insurance.
Any other citations?
No, no other citations.
Okay, Mr. Molina, were you cited?
Yes, but I was cited at my residence. They didn't cite me at the job site. I mean, at the job site. They didn't cite me at the accident.
What did they cite you for?
That same day, the lady called
What
me.
did they cite you for? What was the citation?
No insurance.
No insurance. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tampoco.
Where on this police report does it show? Oh, here we go. Here's the next page. Okay, let's see what this says. It looks like that, I can't read it. You might have to, 7422 block of Alameda is a marked four-way, two-way roadway with middle, what does that say?
Turn lane.
Middle turn lane. Unit 2 was facing south towards the 7633 of Alameda. Unit 2 was traveling, was it on 7633 block of Alameda? And what does that say there on the
number 2 lane.
number 2 lane?
Yes, I was actually in number 2 lane, not.
Okay, and what does it say? What's that word right there?
Unit 1 failed to yield existing the private drive on 1781 Alameda.
Okay.
Unit 2.
Okay, so Mr. Magana was found at fault by the police officer.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Magana, anything you want to state in regard to the police officer finding you at fault?
Can you repeat that, please?
Anything he'd like to state? The police officer, in his estimation, the fault was Mr. Magana. Would he like to comment?
Que si tiene algo que decir al respecto de lo que pusieron que usted estaba de culpa.
Sí, dígale que quién fue el que me chocó. Él fue el que me chocó a mí.
He states that Mr. Molina is the one that hit the vehicle,
Okay,
that hit Mr. Magaña's vehicle.
right, okay. So why does that make Mr. Molina at fault?
Porque lo hace al señor Molina de culpable.
Que no tiene razón. Él fue el culpable.
He's stating that Mr. Molina is at fault.
Why?
¿Por qué?
Porque él fue el que me chocó a mí.
Because he's the one that hit the vehicle and not Mr. Magaña did not hit the bike. The bike is the one that impacted towards the vehicle.
Okay, if you pull out in front of somebody and they have no option but to hit you, how is that their fault?
Dice que si usted sale enfrente de ellos, ¿qué opción tienen nomás de pegarle? O sea, si usted sale de la
Ninguna.
calle, él no tiene para dónde irse y le va a pegar.
Venía con exceso de velocidad. Él
He says that he was coming with excess speed.
Did you tell the officer that?
¿Le dijo al oficial eso?
no.
No, they did
Why
not
not?
say that at the
Pero
time.
puede chocar en las cámaras.
Why
They
not?
said they could have, excuse me, yes, go ahead.
Why didn't he tell the officer that?
¿Por qué no le dijo al oficial?
No, porque me puse nervioso
He was nervous at the time when they
por
impacted
la persona de él. O sea,
because of the way he was acting towards him.
Who?
And Mr. Molina was acting towards Mr. Magaña.
Well, the police officer talked to you separately, did he not?
¿Le hablaron separadamente los policías con ustedes o estaban todos juntos?
estuvimos todos juntos y luego me hablaron a mí.
They were, at the beginning, they were all together, the police officers and the two parties. And then after they did separate them, they did speak to them separately.
So why didn't he tell the police officer that he thought he was going too fast?
Porque no le dijo al policía.
Estaba nervioso.
Yeah.
por-
He was nervous at that time. It was just something that happened out of, and he was nervous. He wasn't thinking at that time because of the impact.
And so what evidence do you have that Mr. Molina was going too fast?
Yes, that's what he's stating.
What evidence does he have to show that he was going too fast?
Tiene evidencia de que.
Dígale que puedo llevar testigos, que tengo dos testigos que vieron.
Could state that he was going on his bike.
I'm sorry?
That he has two witnesses that could state that he was going fast.
Where are the two witnesses?
Los dos testigos.
Dile que trabaja en un taller desde Yarrow y que lo vieron que pasaron, que pasó.
They saw him. They work at a
Where are the two witnesses?
mechanical. They saw him pass by really fast on Yarborough.
Where are the two
towards
witnesses?
Alameda.
Stop.
Alameda on
Where,
Yarborough.
stop. Where are the two,
Excuse me.
where are the two witnesses?
They're not here at the moment. They're not here at the moment, sir.
Why?
Because, ¿por qué no vine?
Porque no lo sentí necesario. Pueden checar en las cámaras.
He didn't think it was necessary at this meeting.
Okay, so if he doesn't think the witnesses are necessary, why should I?
¿De qué? I'm not lying, sir.
The police report states no independent witnesses were obtained.
What are the name of the witnesses, Mr. Magana?
Someone it's I think it's Juan Chaires.
I'm sorry, what?
Excuse me?
What is the name of the witness or witnesses?
Los nombres.
Juan Chaires.
Juan Chidas, okay.
El otro.
Excuse me?
El otro nombre.
I don't remember the other name, but it's necessary. I can call them to.
Well, today is the court date. Today's the trial. So if you want to bring,
Sure. It was necessary to bring them.
again, I don't, that, you need to develop your case. Any other evidence that he was speeding?
Y otra evidencia de que estaba manejando recio.
Dile que se pueden checar las cámaras.
Cameras, maybe they could check camera.
Does he have any film?
That's what he's in. Excuse me?
Does he have any film footage that he wants to show?
No, las cámaras.
Dice que necesito que traerlas.
Entonces dale tú la evidencia.
Sí, la evidencia está.
Dile que no tengo.
Luego las cámaras de los negocios. ¿De cuál? Hay muchos.
No te graban tanto tiempo.
Dile que te dé tiempo.
Can he have time to collect that evidence?
No, he's had time. Today is the trial.
Ya ha tenido. Que ahora es la
It was
audiencia.
it was set last week. I talked to Mr. Fierro, told him we're gonna have a setting this week. So you've had plenty of time to assemble whatever you needed to assemble.
Tenía suficiente tiempo para hacer el caso.
Yo ni siquiera sabía de qué se trataba. Dile, así dile. Yo ni siquiera sabía de qué se
Mr.
trataba.
Fierro didn't know what,
Esto es nuevo para mí. ¿Cómo que esto es la corte? Para mí esto es nuevo. Yo no
he
sabía
didn't
que
know
esto era
this
la
was
corte.
the actual trial at this time, that this is new to him.
Okay, well, he can seek legal
Así que no
advice.
será una-
Como un
Sí.
he thought it was a pre-trial
Okay,
instead of the
Mr.
actual trial.
Fierro, are you speaking to Mr. Magana?
No, he's speaking on behalf of himself.
Okay, well, he's saying what Mr. Magana thought. Is he not?
Well, yes, but Mr. Ferro told me to let you know that he thought this was a pre-trial, not the actual trial itself. That
Who
this
thought?
is new to him. And Mr. Fierro,
Mr. Fierro thought this.
yes.
Okay, well, no, I made it clear last week this was a trial. Okay, so do we have any other evidence you want to present as to fault of the accident? Anybody, Mr. Fierro or Mr. Magana?
¿Tienen evidencia de otro? No.
¿No?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, based on the police report, based on the testimony of the two witnesses, I find the fault was Mr. Magana. Okay. Now, let's go to who is responsible.
Okay.
The vehicle, Mr. Fierro. Mr. Fierro, you stated last week that the vehicle is yours, correct?
Usted dijo
Sí.
que el carro. Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you give permission to Mr. Magana to drive the vehicle?
Que si le dio
Sí.
permiso. Yes.
Okay. And does he work for you?
Trabajaba para mí, sí.
He used to work.
Was he working
For
on
Mr.
the day of the
Fierro.
accident?
¿Estaba trabajando el día del accidente?
Sí.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he's working for you on the day. Was he moving the vehicle in the scope of his work?
Que si estaba moviendo el carro.
Nada más para meterlo al.
I'm asking Mr.
Can you
Fierro.
repeat the question?
Was he moving the vehicle? Was he driving the vehicle in the scope of his work?
Si estaba moviendo el carro en el momento de su trabajo.
Sí, para estacionarlo.
Yes, to park the vehicle.
Okay. Is the vehicle for sale? Is that what it is?
El carro
Sí.
está. Yes, sir.
Who was it offered for sale by? Who was selling the vehicle?
¿Quién estaba vendiendo el vehículo? ¿Elizabeth o a qué nombre está?
Yo los vendo.
Aquí el nombre del...
¿Cuál era? La Mercedes, ¿verdad? Sí, Real Solutions.
Real Solutions.
Leal, can you spell that?
REAL
Okay.
space solutions is SOLUTIONS.
Okay. Is that incorporated or an LLC?
Is LLC? No, it's just a Real Solutions.
Okay, is that owned by Mr. Fierro? Or Mr. Fierro, do you own Solutions?
Sí.
Yes, sir,
Okay.
it's owned by him.
Okay, so that would be the same. And so Mr. Magana was moving it in connection with his work for Mr. Fierro.
Estaba moviéndolo para conexión de trabajo, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay,
Excuse me, Your Honor.
yes.
The police report states that the vehicle belongs to Eliso Autos at 7681 Alameda.
How did they determine that?
They ran the VIN.
Mr. Fierro, is the vehicle owned by Elisa Autos?
I don't remember, but I think it's Real Solutions. 7681, it's Real Solutions. 7687, it's Eliso.
Okay, who is on the title? Need to unmute. You need to unmute. Okay. Who is on the title?
They don't remember because the vehicle's already sold, so they don't remember who was on the title.
Okay.
¿Quieres saber
Vehicle sold.
a nombre de quién la vendí?
Yes.
What
¿A qué
vehicle
nombre
sold?
está? Sí, no. Excuse me,
When was the vehicle sold?
¿cuándo se vendió?
Pues como a las 2 o 3 semanas después de que lo
About
arreglé.
2 to 3 weeks after the vehicle was finished.
Okay, when was that?
El estimado que mandó y-
Podemos sacar los papeles nosotros, eso no es
Está
problema.
la moto, lo que quiere, lo que pretende este vato, cuesta 2 veces lo que cuesta la moto nueva.
Do we know when the vehicle was sold?
It's 2 to 3 weeks after the accident.
Okay, and again, I'll ask, when was that?
Ah,
¿Mm?
Dice que exactamente qué día era.
No,
No, they cannot give you an estimated date. It's just by weeks. So,
le vuelvo, nomás dile, le vuelvo a repetir que yo no sabía que esto era un juicio. Yo no sabía de esto de las cámaras. Yo pensé que era nomás una entrevista o algo por el estilo. Por eso no tengo los papeles aquí.
he indicates he doesn't have the paperwork to that vehicle because he thought this was just a meeting to get everything ready for the trial. This is what Mr. Fierro stated.
Okay, so Real Solutions sold the vehicle. When was the accident?
¿Que cuándo fue el accidente?
No me acuerdo.
It
They
was on
don't recall the date of the accident, the day of the accident.
April 16th, Your Honor.
April 16th. So it was
Yes.
sold in May, is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Fierro, the
It was
vehicle was
sold
sold in
2
May?
to 3 weeks after that. They don't have an exact date.
Okay, if you go 2 to 3 weeks after April 16th, that would be May, correct?
Como en mayo
Sí.
se vendió. Yes, sir.
Más o menos.
And Mr. Fierro does not recall who owned the vehicle.
Oh.
Que usted no sabe si era qué nombre estaba el vehículo antes de que se vendió.
No me acuerdo cuál de los dos lotes. No.
He states that he doesn't remember which of the 2 lots it was under.
He didn't recall which business sold it?
Which of the 2 businesses sold it, which the title, what lot name it had on it.
You have books, right? You have books for each business, correct?
Tiene los libros, pero pues tiene que buscarlo.
Ujú.
Yes, he
You don't-
states
you don't
that he
remember
does
which-
have the information. He states he has the information, but he needs to look for it. That's why he says that he thought that this meeting was a pre-trial to get everything ready for the actual trial. That's what he stated earlier.
He did, as we sit here, he does not recall whose books the vehicle was sold on.
¿Verdad? ¿Qué nombre estaba?
No, yo no tengo esa información.
No, he does not have that information as well. That's what he states.
Did Sergio Magaña state that, or did Mr. Fierro state that?
The Sergio Magaña stated.
Okay, my questions are for Mr. Fierro.
Okay, Mr. Fierro, okay.
Okay.
What is the question?
Do you recall which business sold the vehicle?
He stated that he doesn't remember what name the title was under, if it was under Eliso or under Real Solutions. He does not recall that because it was back in May.
Okay. Does he recall who he sold the vehicle to?
¿Se acuerda quién se lo vendió?
No,
No, sir.
puedo sacar los papeles.
Okay, and then let's look at the police. It has the owner of the vehicle to be where on the police report? Oh, there we go. Owners named Eliso Autos. Okay, so the police officer determined the owner to be Eliso Autos. And
Los policías sacaron fuera de Eliso.
do you
No
just,
sé por qué. O sea, sí. Yo no estoy seguro de cuál es, pero estoy casi que es de real, pero no me acuerdo.
He states that he doesn't recall what law it was under.
okay.
Además, ellos además vieron el anuncio, porque el anuncio de Eliso es mucho más visible que el anuncio de real.
Plus that they
You
That-
need to unmute.
instead of seeing the one for Real Solutions, which is a few feet away from the main for Eliso Autos.
Well, the police officer in his, when he plates, it came back to Elisa Autos. You see the police report?
Corrieron la placa y salió.
Nosotros tenemos dos lotes. Muchas veces le pueden cambiar una placa de un carro al otro carro porque los dos lotes son míos, son de nosotros.
Okay, they said that because it's two lots, two different dealers, they could change the plates, the dealer plates from one vehicle to another one. So that's why he does not recall what on the title, what name it had.
Okay, and am I understanding him, he's saying he could put the plates for one vehicle on a different vehicle?
Because they're dealer plates, yes, sir.
Porque no son carros, no son placas con el VIN number. Muchos traen de agent.
Okay, this is what he states, that these plates are agent plates and they could be moved around to different vehicles to be able to drive the vehicles or move on, park the vehicles. That's what he's stating at the moment.
Si
Okay,
quieres saber la información de quién se lo vendí y cuándo lo vendí, dile que me dé 2 días para sacar los papeles.
He said if you need that information, he could go ahead and look for the information of that vehicle, but it does take him about 2 days to get you that information.
today's the trial. I mean, the evidence so far presented is that Eliso Autos owned the vehicle from the police report. If he wishes to dispute that, he can provide evidence otherwise, but otherwise I'm going with the evidence presented.
Dice que se está yendo a lo que dice la evidencia que está ahorita.
Ok, entonces, ¿qué quiere que hagamos?
Entonces,
Sí,
he said that then what does he need to do?
He needs to prepare for he needed to prepare for trial. I mean, he knew this was coming up.
Nadie me dijo que era un trial.
He says that nobody told him that it was a trial. He thought it was a meeting prior to trial.
Okay, we don't have meetings prior to trial.
A mí nadie me dijo que esto era un juicio. O sea, nadie me lo dijo. Pero, ¿qué hacemos?
Well, he states that nobody told him it was trial, but okay.
Okay, now, so I have Eliso as the owner of the vehicle. And then Mr. Fierro has testified, Mr. Magana was working for him at the time and moved the vehicle in the scope of his work. Okay, let's go to damages. What, Mr. Molina, you have an estimate of damages? Is that what is showing on the screen?
Yes, I took the motorcycle to a shop, and that's the estimate they gave me. And I repeat, like Mr. Fierro said, it was a real high estimate, and that's when I told him, okay, you find yourself somebody that could fix my bike. And he found somebody for $1,200, which is not even the parts. Not even the parts of my bike are worth $1,200, are worth more than that. And at the
What
end,
year is this? What year is this vehicle?
2002,
2002 what?
Honda VTX 1800. It's a pretty big bike.
A Honda what? I'm sorry?
A VTX 1800.
1800, okay. Okay. Where did you get your estimate? What's the name? Stoco Loco Cycles?
Yes, it's by the Socorros. They everything they do is nothing but bike, custom bikes.
Is this a custom bike?
No, well, they do custom, they do mechanic stuff. So that's why I took it there. Because when
Is your bike a custom bike?
not at this point, it has some custom parts, but it's not custom all the way.
Okay. Okay.
When I took it to them, because there's not much place in El Paso, they do mechanic shops on motorcycles and they do the paint job as well. So when the accident happened, my motor, the mount, they moved. And it leaked antifreeze and it leaked oil as well. So I took it to a body shop and they didn't want to receive it because of the fact that they needed to do mechanic shop. And that's when they direct me with Locos from and that to them and they gave me that estimate.
Okay.
So they gave Mr. Magana the option of him finding a place where to fix my bike, but I told him I don't want to use parts. I want two parts. So my bike was in perfect condition, and he found one for $1,200, which he never gave me that copy. And then a week or two after that, that's when he told me he wasn't gonna pay for the reason that that I had crashed into them, that I was at fault.
Did you get a written estimate? Did Mr. Fierro provide you with a written estimate of $1,200?
No, he just told me out of words and he was looking for it and he contacted his secretary. She wasn't there at the time and they couldn't find the estimate. So he told me to call him within a day or two, which I always did, but he never answered.
Okay.
Mainly, I with them, I would have to go to the location.
This is the motorcycle?
Yes. And you can see the parts are bented. The gas tank is bented. Where the filter goes, that hole, the filter, all that got damaged and that moved the inside of the motor. But busting some lines from the antifreeze. That line contains, makes the antifreeze run from one side of the head to the other side of the head. That line got busted. So in order for them to fix it, they gotta take both of the cylinders heads off to replace that part.
Okay. Mr. Fierro, do you have any questions of Mr. Molina?
Que si te preguntas para él. Para Mr.
No,
Molina.
nunca vino por el estimado y que el precio que está pidiendo porque no cuesta ni la moto nueva.
Mr. Magaña is indicating that he never came and picked up the estimate and that is not, it's not worth what his actual bike
Okay.
is in the blue book.
Do you all have any questions of Mr. Molina?
Que si tienen preguntas
No.
para el demandante.
No.
No, sir.
We actually sent Mr. Fierro an email for this. They never
I'm sorry. What's that?
I sent an email to Mr. Fierro about this. They never responded, and I sent them to I have the business card that he gave me. I sent them an email to that email that's on the business card, and they never responded to me.
What did the email state?
Dile que nosotros
Espérame, no, ya.
le llevamos
Ya, la única vez que el
Actually,
señor vino a traerme un presupuesto,
Just a minute, Mr. Fierro, Mr. Molina is speaking. Go ahead, Mr.
I
Molina.
actually send a copy of the email attached to as evidence to what I sent Mr. Fierro.
And emails is, you sent the email here?
Yes, a copy of the email.
email.
Is this the email or this is a text it looks like? Is this it?
Yes, that's it. That's the email I sent. It's under my but I mean, we both sent it through her.
Okay, Mr. Fierro, did you get this email?
no,
¿Qué mandó este email?
¿Me está preguntando?
Sí.
No me acuerdo.
No, sir, he doesn't remember.
Okay. He doesn't remember or he didn't get it?
And this is.
No lo agarró.
I don't know if you can.
No, no recuerdo.
This is the
Aquí
business.
recibimos más de 100 correos diarios.
He says that he doesn't remember because that email, we receive over 100 emails a day, business related.
So that means, okay. Is this your email? Is this the correct email?
Sí, ¿verdad?
Sí, no se ve.
We can't really see it.
What is the email you sent it to, Mr. Molina? I can't read it.
The email that I sent them to was to blackas7681@hotmail.com. That's the email that he gave you, Your Honor, last week.
Is that the email is that your email, Mr. Fierro?
Sí,
Okay.
está en todas mis tarjetas de presentación.
Yes, it's in all his business cards.
Okay.
Which is his business card that he can use. They are the incident.
He says, when did he send this, sir? He is asking when he sent this email.
What is the date at top, Mr. Molina?
I can't. Can you scroll down? I can't see.
Hold on. Trying to get it to. Hold on. It's reduced.
That zoomed in.
June 9th.
June 9th. Actually, I was actually 2 months after the incident, and I already contacted him plenty of times.
Okay, Mr. Molina, anything else?
When we did the police report, the plate came out as a stolen vehicle.
Right.
When we run, because I called the police department with the VIN of that truck and the plates that we had at the time, because I wanted to see. I was trying to get through his insurance, and the police officer that we spoke with, he told me those plates that the vehicle had came out actually as stolen plates for a stolen vehicle, but they didn't belong to that Mercedes-Benz.
Sí, que corrió las placas del carro que lo traía, que salieron robados.
¿Los de nosotros?
Sí.
Ah, caray.
Okay, Mr. Fierro or Ms. Fierro, do you have any questions of Mr. Molina?
Que si tiene preguntas.
Sí, ¿qué fue lo que dijo él? ¿Que mis carros eran robados? ¿Qué fue? No entendí.
He's stating that if Mr. Molina is indicating that the vehicles he sells are stolen. Is that what he stated, Mr. Molina stated?
No, that's not what I stated. What I stated is that when I called the police station, they told me that those plates didn't belong to that vehicle. Those plates came out to a stolen vehicle, but not that one.
Okay.
Any other questions?
¿Otras preguntas?
No.
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Magana, do you have any questions of Mr. Molina?
No.
Preguntas, no.
No.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Fierro, anything you'd like to present?
Presentar usted?
¿No?
No, sir.
Mr. Magana, anything you'd like to present?
¿Algo que tenga que presentar?
No, señor.
He states no.
Okay. Okay, well, based on the testimony and the evidence presented, I'll find judgment for Mr. Molina in the amount of the quote. I was provided no other estimate of damages. So the judgment is for the amount of the quote. I don't have that before me now, but let me find that.
No.
We missed the last part of what you said.
Based on the testimony, I found that the fault is the three parties, Aliso Autos, which the police in the police report indicates owned the vehicle. Mr. Fierro stating that Mr. Magana was working at his instruction in moving the vehicle pursuant to his work and his instruction, and that the only estimate provided in evidence is the $4,500. So I'm granting judgment in the amount of, let's see what the judgment, the estimate is $4,689.01.
4,500.
Okay.
Any questions from either side?
Preguntas?
No.
No, sir.
Okay, is the address 7867 Alameda?
70, ¿qué es?
7687.
7687 Alameda,
76.
Suite 8.
Okay. Mr. Molina, your address is 7062 Canary Court.
Yes, 7062.
Okay,
sir.
and what is your email?
It's V and Victor, V Molina 530.
Wait, 1 second. I couldn't hear. Maybe I have it here. Let me see. Okay, tell me it again.
V Molina 198530 @gmail.com.
V as in Victor.
Yes.
Molina, Molina.
Yes. 198530.
1985-30.
Yes, @gmail.com.
1985-30 at what?
Gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you sent your evidence from a different email. You don't,
She's my wife.
you want it to go to vmolina198530 @gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Mr. Fierro and Mr. Magana and Lisa, where do you want the email, the judgment to go to?
¿Placas?
At the same email, the placas 7681 @hotmail.com.
Placas, PLACAS.
PLACAS 7681 @hotmail.
At hotmail.com. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any questions from either side?
No, sir.
Preguntas? No, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
¿Ya? ¿Ya se acabó?
Yeah.
Gracias, thank you, bye.